We are today in front of the historic Squares Barbershop with one of the strongest brothers in the community, Mr. Goodwin. How you doing, sir?
Doing good.
Oh man, you know what, man? I'm glad to talk to you. Glad you could come in and do this interview. And I heard about this organization that you started. Man, you're one of the founders members of this group called Energy.
Right.
And I'm happy to be a part of it.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, it's hip, man.
That's right.
But you know, man, we got problems in our community, which you well.
Right.
And you've been saying it for a long time, man. And one of the things I find out with some black women, they have the tendency to say they don't need a man anymore. Right. And I wonder what sparked that, because now there's a separation.
Right.
And saying sometimes the woman want to be ahead of the man, then she put the man down.
Right.
And then that causes division within the family, within the community. And then it's just a messed up situation. Is that a product from the enemy within? What's your opinion on that?
Well, my opinion goes deep when it comes to that, because you have women that haven't been raised right. We have actual women that haven't learned how to be women.
Wow.
So when your mother or your grandmother doesn't teach you how to be a woman, who teaches you? The television. So our black women concept of being a woman is having their hair done, their nails done, looking glamorous all the time, but not trying to build within the inside. When they build in the inside, then they can help a man. But when you build on the outside, using someone else to teach you, you don't know how to build a man up.
But you do know how to tear him down.
That's what we're learning from TV, how to break them down.
But you know, the television put these people up who propagate their point of view. Okay, now you got these billionaires with Oprah Winfrey, so she don't need a man. And the women follow behind and say, well, I can be the Oprah, I don't need a man. I got money. Right. I can buy what I need. Right. And I can, whatever I need, I don't need it from it. All I need a man for is one thing, and I don't need him for that.
But so they say that.
That's a trap.
Right, they say that.
But they still need him though.
That's only a throwback. You can buy anything, but you can't buy love. Love is the thing that they're missing. And love is the thing that they won't get because they don't know how to properly give it.
So they done been hurt, and now they bitter.
Bitter, right.
They bitter at all men.
Right.
And most of them got better education,
right,
better jobs,
right,
and they learn how to disrespect their men because they're telling men that. They're down them instead of helping them. Now, back in the day, when my parents and your parents and the other parents came up, they helped. They didn't say, well, I make more money than you, I make the rules. Yeah, right. But I am still the woman, but I make the rules. How can a woman overrule a man like that, man?
It can't happen, and that's why you have most of your black women, 90 to 95% are single right now.
Oh man,
and it's only because they don't know how to nourish, how to build, a man up. They right now, the woman is concerned more with what the man is doing because she's been hurt.
Oh,
and I understand this, but I don't understand. Because Mike, when you was young and you fell down and you scraped your knee, it was a sore.
Yeah.
But it didn't stay a sore. Only you can allow it to stay a sore.
Oh, that progression you talking about.
When it started to heal, you had to allow it to heal.
Right.
That's the problem with our black women.
They won't
allow this sore to heal. We all been hurt. I've been hurt several times.
That's life sometimes.
Right, but I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna love again because I was hurt.
And that's what they do.
Right. I'm not gonna break the black woman now because I was hurt now.
Right.
Because that means I'm not allowing that sore to heal. And before I can move on and be happy and successful, I have to let that sore heal because
Right.
When I go to a relationship,
that's the knowledge right there.
The sore that the ground did to me, you're gonna take it out on him.
Yeah, the next man.
You're gonna take it out on the next man.
Yeah.
So you have to let that sore heal before you move on.
So sometimes you have to just be still. In all that chaos, in the healing process.
Right.
Wow,
and you gotta allow yourself to forgive also. The woman is unforgiving. That's why she punishes every man for what the other man did.
And it gets deeper and deeper and deeper. I was at a club last night because I'm kind of curious, and I go out in the community and I ask questions. Man, hey, this woman look like she just walked out of this magazine, man, fine and sexy. And I asked her, I said, "Miss, can I ask you a question?" And I proposed to some of the same question I asked you. And she said, "Oh, well, you blaming it on the black woman." I said, "Man, I'm trying to get a perspective."
Exactly.
And then so from then on, it was all down here.
Right.
It was all down here. She was angry. She was so angry. And to make it so sad, she had a Caucasian woman with a Spanish lady.
Right.
And she said, no, my dear, let me tell you, the black man is confused when a woman has power.
Right.
Of what they perceive to be power. So she said, we can't take the power of women now. Because women have the power, so we feel insecure with their power.
Well, that's a misunderstanding also, because power comes in unity.
Mm.
You can't have power by yourself.
Right.
I need you, I need her, I need him, I need her, him to come together and have a power.
Yeah.
Now that mental power you have by yourself keeps you by yourself.
Now, brother, that's very profound like that. I like that. And there ain't no more truth right there.
Right.
That's why I like talking to you, man, because you put it down, man. That's the way it's supposed to go. But how does a man use his power? Because each man have different levels of power. How does a man use his power to combat evil? Because that's an evil force, man, this idea.
Well, the men can't do it by themselves. The man needs the help of the woman.
God created nothing better than a black man.
Right. And I hate to say this, I blame the Bible for making the woman the weaker vessel.
Oh.
She is not the weaker vessel. In strength she is, but mentally she's not. Any woman, and you can be my witness to this, can make a man do exactly what she wants him to do. Am I right?
You're right on time with that.
So she only uses this power in the bedroom.
Right.
What if she translated this power in life? You know what I'm saying? If she translated the same power in life, but her mind doesn't go but one way. I want him to do what I want him to do. I want him to be mine. I want him.
Manipulation.
That's manipulation.
Yes.
And it causes women to treat the men like kids.
Mind control.
Right. You check your kids, your badass kids' cell phones.
Yeah.
You don't check your man's cell phone.
No. You bring him down back to childhood.
Right.
And you got to go on amen.
And they don't realize when you check the cell phone and you go confront him, that's what he becomes. You belittle him back down to a child's level.
Right down. Now see, that's the power of a black woman. Only she can do that. But if he allows that.
If he allows it.
So really, some of the onus is on the man too.
It's on the man also.
He got to stand up and be a man.
He got to be a man. But he won't be a man out of fear of losing her.
Wow.
So that's why we have so much.
Wow. He won't be a man from out of fear of losing her.
Out of fear of losing her.
So really, he never had her. Because if he feared he'd lose her.
Well, he had her at one point, but he lost her with the fear.
So fear came into him, and he lost that confidence that he had.
Fear takes your power, takes your strength.
That's what I asked you. The power.
Fear takes a lot. Even we only become Christians because we fear heaven and hell. If there was no heaven and hell, everybody would be conscious. But
what a world!
What a world we live in. And the thing is, I don't blame my women alone, and I'm glad you reiterated that. I don't blame them.
Yeah.
I blame the man
because
also.
men have allowed that to happen.
Right. Because
out of fear.
Yes, and a woman is emotional.
Very much a bundle of emotion.
And a man should
be run over that. Man is analytical.
Right, and he should be able to step up to her emotional needs.
Wow.
It's a lot of them. But if you love her,
that's deep right there.
If you love her, you're gonna have to be able to step up to her.
Now that's deep right there because a woman will tell you.
Right.
I mean, to get to me, you got to start here first.
Right.
And start addressing. Then you lead up to the other because then you want from her a need for her to do.
When you meet her, and every time you coming home, you hugging her, kissing her, sending flowers. But when you marry her,
it stops.
You dwindle off in another direction. Something went wrong. And if she didn't do what she started off doing, the man should have corrected her right then and there. But a lot of men don't correct her out of the fear that she put in him, saying that, hey, if I ask you this, I'm going to get mad. And if you tell me what's on your heart, which is the truth, I'm going to get mad. And I'm going to lash out at you. and automatically I know that's gonna shut you up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you know what?
Yeah. I'm just gonna bow down.
It leads me to see the two identities in the world. The white man and the black woman are the only two creatures that want to enslave a brother.
It's a good one. Now you going deep. Now this is what I'm talking about. Now you going real deep now. And now you putting the covers off the real problem.
Right.
Yeah. This is where we are now.
Right.
So now we have to correct this problem. We know what the problems are, and now let's come up with some viable, easy solutions, like progressions and steps to correct that problem.
And my first step in correcting this problem is where we are at now.
Yeah,
You started the interview off. We're at the traditional stores barbershop.
That's right.
We as barbers
Cornerstone.
or men like yourself
Right.
coming in, you have to grab a young man to the side and say, young man,
Let's go there.
she's not a bitch. Young man, she's not a whore.
Yeah, that's insult.
Even though she carry herself like that, that's not what she is.
Yeah. She's a product of the society that made her like that.
Right, and if I'm gonna sit here and call her that and she's gonna gloat in it, you know what? I'm not helping her.
No. If anything, you bringing it further and further down.
I love our brother Darrell from the mosque, brother Darrell Muhammad.
Oh, yes,
because
yes, I know that brother.
he calls all the women what? Queen.
You build them up.
Right, whether they want to be queen or not.
That's what he calls it.
He calls them
build their
queen.
self-esteem.
And
How you doing, my queen?
and some of the women get mad at him, but I was like, you know, a queen is better than a bitch or a hoe any day.
Which one you want?
Which one you want to be? Which one do you want me to see you as?
See, wisdom is a very hard thing to master, and it's not given to everybody. But
back in the days, it wasn't nothing like this. Back in the days, it wasn't nothing like this. Those days were happy and so. Back in the days, it wasn't nothing like this. Back in the days, it wasn't nothing like this. Hard time, ENT, 803. Darrell on the trick.